Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to gain from night to first light. And today, we will be playing Genshin Impact version 4.4, and we have a new addition to the timers, Pokemon Legends ZA, coming in 2025. They have released this small teaser for the game at the end of the Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day. And let me tell you, I am really excited for the return of Mega Evolutions. Not only that, we'll actually get more lore into Kalos and the construction of Liyue City. Definitely looking forward to that. As for the rest of our timers, we have 10 more days until Genshin Impact version 4.5 maintenance. 19 days until Princess Peach Showtime on March 22nd. 50 days until Sandland coming in April 26th, and 141 days until the 20th anniversary of Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door. And we still have no definitive release date for Visions of Mana, but stay tuned for that, because as soon as that goes up, these timers will be updated with that actual release date. Now, without further ado, let us jump right into the stream. We have a lot to get into for Genshin Impact. We just finished up Lantern Rite, and the next wave of events has begun, starting with Receiver of Friends from Afar. Yeah, kind of. Last week's Pokemon Day festivities really ate up my weekend, so we are just going to be speed running through this particular event, but I'm still looking forward to it. So, without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, we're not going to follow the guideline.
Falling into the abyss.
Yeah, I'm definitely out of practice when it comes to doing that. I used to just jump off that balcony and either glide, plunge, or use Kazuha's elemental skill to break my fall.
The wind rises.
Wang Shu-in now hiring. Urgently seeking one temporary chef willing to pay top Mora, salary negotiable. Look, Traveler, an urgent hiring notice, and they're paying top Mora too! Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that. You're right, it is strange. Do you think something happened to Yanxiao? Cause that guy barely lets anyone ever set foot in his kitchen. Doesn't exactly seem like the type to hire help. The notice says interested parties should go upstairs and talk to the innkeeper Huayan. Should we go and see what's up? Yeah, and we can ask about the pay while we're at it.
Boss, there's really no need for this. It's just a little burn, that's all. It won't get in the way of my work.
Perhaps not, but continuing to work will only hinder your recovery. You need to rest for a few days. We'll figure something out.
Huayan! Yanxiao!
Oh? Traveler and Paimon. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
And we decided to come check up on Yanxiao.
I knew we shouldn't have posted that notice. It's really nothing to worry about. I'm fine. I swear.
How kind of you. My thanks to you both. And thanks on Yanxiao's behalf, too. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Yanxiao. Just tell them what happened.
Oh, all right. Well, basically, we had a lot of guests pouring in for the lantern ride. Things got busy, I started rushing, and I ended up accidentally burning my hand while plating a dish. Well, you know what they say. Play with fire long enough and you're bound to get burned. Even the best chefs slip up sometimes. Anyway, it's nothing, just a tiny burn. I can still...
Now, I don't want you pushing yourself. You'll only make it worse. And then you'll be looking at more than just a couple of days off to recover.
But the lantern ride's only just finished. And we're still getting tons of guests. Now's not a good time for me to rest. Plus, lots of the guests are visiting from other nations. We can't just bring in some random chef off the street. We have a reputation to uphold. I refuse to let someone else ruin the good name we've made for ourselves here.
Listen to you. Anyone would think that you're the boss and not me. But he's not wrong. Yanxiao was one of the favorites in the Masterful Chefs tournament. No matter how you look at it, his are big boots to fill.
I don't mean to boast, but any chef of my caliber probably has their own restaurant to look after. It's not going to be easy to find someone who's got the skills and has the time to help us out.
Looks like we might have to increase the pay we're offering even further.
Do we know anyone that's a good chef and has the time to help out?
Whoever could it be? Sometimes the answer you're looking for is right under your nose.
Oh, of course, you!
Oh, right. Yes. Now I think about it, I do recall hearing good things about your cooking ability. I suppose I'd added you to my mental list of people who can hold their own in a combat situation, but forgot you can cook.
Why are you even keeping a mental list of people who can fight?
Maybe a story for another time. More importantly, I'm sure Yanxiao would be comfortable leaving his kitchen in your hands, if anyone's. What do you think, Yanxiao?
Well, since it's you, I suppose that's better than anyone else.
What do you think, Traveler? Should we do it?
Never thought I'd see the day when Yanxiao leaves his kitchen.
I should warn you that cooking for customers is quite a different ballgame from cooking for yourself, so I'll stick around the kitchen over the next few days to help smooth things over.
Oh, so he's not leaving the kitchen after all?
I believe there's some spare kitchenware here at the inn. Boss, would you mind?
Of course. I'll take care of it. Whew. All done. Come, take a look. This was made with your measurements in mind.
This carpentry is incredible. You've missed your true calling.
Ah, it's nothing. A little handicraft and elbow grease goes a long way. All right, Yanxiao. I'll leave you to take it from here.
You really went to all the trouble of building a new stovetop? What was wrong with the original? Boy, you really hate when people touch your stuff, huh?
No, it's nothing like that. As Boss always says, hire who you trust and trust who you hire. I just thought the original setup might be a little, tall for you.
Well, everyone's short compared to you.
Anyway, as I was saying, cooking for guests is different from cooking for yourself. Not only do you have to execute on taste, aroma, and appearance, but you also need to ensure speed, precision, and consistency. Having the right equipment is a big part of that. Ill-suited equipment doesn't just make the job more tiring, it also slows you down. And paying customers don't have unlimited patience. Sometimes cooking is all about being well prepared. That's how you ensure speed.
Okay, and what about precision and consistency?
Precision all comes down to using your eyes. Where to slice into a particular cut of meat, how much oil to use, how to tell when a dish is done cooking. When you cook for yourself, you can always add salt if it's too bland or add water if it's too salty. You can tweak the taste as you go, but in a restaurant, there's not that much room for trial and error.
Worst case scenario, Paimon can deal with any subpar dishes by making sure they get properly disposed of.
The final thing you have to focus on is consistency. You have to be able to handle the most challenging orders with the same level of technique and skill as the easiest ones. This is particularly important when you have guests from all over, each with their own tastes and preferences. You have to cater to their own dietary needs, while also giving them the opportunity to enjoy our local delicacies.
This last point is making Paimon's head spin.
Don't worry. Matter of fact, someone as well-traveled as you may even have a better handle on it than me once you get started. And of course, I'll be around to help you over the next few days. I don't think we'll have any trouble making all our guests feel right at home.
Alright, this sounds like it'll be a fun event. Hello and welcome to the stream.
So let's get started. I imagine you probably have a good handle on the cooking side of things already. What you need to pay attention to is remembering each table's order. Try not to get them mixed up.
Oh, Paimon's memory is like a steel trap. This is gonna be a cinch. Which ticket are we on again? Table 1 was onions, but no chilies. Table 2 was chilies, but no onions. And table 3 was, table 3 was chilies, but hold the chilies?
All the guests have already finished eating. Snap out of it, Paimon.
Was Paimon just sleep floating?
You've been talking nonsense since about halfway through the day.
We didn't even get a break in the middle. Paimon's brain has turned to mush. Is it always this busy here?
No, but this is peak season. You both did a mighty fine job for your first time serving guests at the inn. Luckily, all our customers were familiar faces this time around, so we didn't get any strange requests. Otherwise, today would have been even more challenging.
No strange request? Someone asked for almond tofu drizzled in soy sauce. Even Paimon has never tried that combination.
It's a wide world out there. People have all kinds of different tastes. Being able to cater to all is the real essence of Liyue cuisine.
Wait, there's soy sauce here? Soy sauce means soybeans, a new type of bean. Interesting, I'd love to collect that.
Also, the thing about requests is that they're usually very specific. So as long as you do what they asked, you're unlikely to have any issues. What's really tricky is when guests give you free rein to do anything you want.
Excuse me. Are you still open by any chance?
Huh? Paimon knows that voice. Let's go check it out.
What should we do? It doesn't look like anyone's here. If only we'd gotten here a bit sooner.
It's all right. If we start building a campfire now, we'll be eating before too long.
Right. Besides, if anyone's to blame, it's Linny. So busy being a greedy culture vulture that he lost track of time.
Linny, Lynette, Fremine, it is you!
Paimon? So, is the Traveler here?
Traveler, Paimon! What a nice surprise!
Paimon was gonna say the same thing! We're just lending a helping hand at the inn. Anyway, Liyue, so that's how we ended up here. But what about you guys? Don't tell us, Father sent you on another mission?
No, quite the opposite, actually. We're in Liyue on vacation, and while we're here, I thought a cultural tour might be in order.
Father said we deserve some rest after everything that happened recently. Otherwise, it could jeopardize our next mission.
It's not every day we get this kind of opportunity. Lenny thought it might be fun to spend some time in Liyue, especially since it's Lantern Rite season.
We could hardly pass up the opportunity to watch a Liyue-style magic show. Although, I think they call it conjuring here.
In our time here, we've seen conjuring tricks incorporated into a Liyue opera show, and even a wushu dance. It was amazing.
So, we decided to stay here for a few more days to see what other forms of inspiration this land might have in store for us. We visited Granny Roshin in Chingsa village not long ago, and today we continued our cultural tour in the area around here.
In the end, though, we lost track of time. We haven't even eaten anything yet.
And speaking of eating, as you know, seafood is a big part of both Liyue and Fontaine cuisine, but it's cooked very differently here. We simply had to try some local seafood after coming all this way. That's another reason why we decided to extend our trip.
Oh, need any recommendations? What have you tried so far?
That fish one with the misleading name. Sounds bland, but it's drowning in hot chilies.
Oh, you mean blackback perch soup? You're right, the name doesn't give much away.
It looked and smelled so appetizing that Lynette took a huge mouthful, blissfully unaware that she was about to set her mouth on fire. She could barely speak for the rest of the day after that.
Luckily, that wasn't a huge adjustment for her.
What? Aren't you guys hungry too?
Yes. A little.
Wait, that was her stomach growling? I thought she was just mumbling.
Yes, I'm ready to eat. Traveler, I'm afraid we'll have to send you back to the kitchen now. Good question. I doubt we'll be able to decipher the menu, so why don't you recommend something? You should be pretty familiar with our tastes.
One more thing. Please, if you have a heart, don't make it spicy.
I think I have a heart. Looks like it's gonna be a seafood dish, possibly. And it just so happens I had seafood just before this stream. Ironic.
Fontaine, huh? No wonder they can't handle too much spice. Still, if we make the food too bland, they might as well be eating back home. There's this crab and shrimp stir-fry I know that could work. It's quite heavily seasoned, but it's a lot milder than it looks. It has a light but really satisfying flavor.
Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds perfect! What's it called?
Well, this is where it gets interesting. They call it the Palace Jewels. The crab roe is supposed to look like pearls of gold, and the shrimp meat like chunks of jade.
At this point, I don't know what color jade is in this game. There's red jade.
Here's the recipe. When you're ready, go ahead and give it a try.
In each challenge of receiver of friends from afar, you must continuously prep, mix, and cook to make a dish that the guest wants. After you begin prepping, The indicator on the slider will move back and forth between each end. When the indicator points to the corresponding area, click on the button to mark one instance of success. After you begin mixing, hold the button to make the indicator bar move over the sliding ring. When the indicator bar points to the prompted area, release the button over the mark to mark one instance of success. After you begin cooking, the indicator on the slider will move back and forth between each end. When the indicator points to the corresponding area, click on the button to mark one instance of success. Once cooking is complete, you can plate and decorate the dish. 3 elements of the dish can be decorated: the tableware, the accessories, and add-ons. Each element has several decorations to choose from. Interesting. Alright, let's see what we got. The Palace Jewels. It requires shrimp meat, crab roe, snapdragon, an egg, and flour. A fresh dish cooked using shrimp meat, crab roe, salt, and snapdragon. People say of this dish, crab roe like pearls of gold, shrimp meat like chunks of jade. The mild flavor of this dish make it suited to those who want to taste the essential flavor of seafood. Some have rated this dish as such. What do you get when you put crab on shrimp and add freshness onto freshness? A sumptuous and flavorful dish. The tenderness of the shrimp and crab's flour and the crab flour's glutinous grains grants it freshness, deliciousness, and the perfect mouthfeel. The crab roe shines brighter than gold, and the shrimp glimmers like gems, forming a jeweled table fit for a palace. Alright, let's see what we got. Step 1. Prepping. Prep the snapdragon and shrimp meat. Press at the right moment to prep. Prepping complete. Next up, mixing. After holding, release at the right moment to mix. Shrimp meat with paste obtained. Perfect.
Sorry for the wait. This dish is called the Palace Jewels. Enjoy.
Yes. We meant to say, you two must be tired after a long day of work. Do you want to eat with us?
Oh, now that you mention it, Paimon is a little hungry. Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse? Oh, right, of course. You're still our customers. Why aren't you eating?
The sauce looks a little overpowering.
Oh, according to Liyue custom, it's probably good table manners to let someone else go first.
Looks delicious, traveler. I guess I'll dig in first. Here goes.
What is it? Do you need some water?
No. It's delicious. The flavor is so pure. It's drenched in sauce, but somehow it just enhances the natural flavor of the seafood. Try it for yourselves.
Alright.
What is that? Crab roe?
Yep, you have quite the palate, Lynette.
No wonder it pairs so well with the shrimp meat. I've never seen it prepared this way before.
According to the creator, chewy crab complements succulent shrimp, making a spectacular seafood ensemble with a succulent flavor and luscious mouthfeel. The crab roe glitters like pearls of gold, and the shrimp shines like chunks of jade. Hence its name, the Palace Jewels.
So that's where the name comes from. Huh. I suppose it's quite fitting then.
Huh. Was Paimon always this well-spoken?
She just memorized what the recipe said.
This dish must be right up your alley, Lynette. Huh?
It's half gone already? When did that happen?
Probably while you were busy yapping away.
I heard that in Liyue. The biggest compliment you can pay to the chef is to leave a clean plate. It's delicious. Thank you ever so much.
Wait, don't fight over it! Hey, leave some for Paimon!
I think I'm finally getting the hang of chopsticks. Yeah. Well, Linny and Lynette picked it up in no time, but they're naturally dexterous. Unlike me, it's taken me a lot longer, but I'm slowly getting there. Oh, speaking of chopsticks, in one of the shows we've seen here, someone performed a conjuring trick using a bowl and chopsticks. So, if I want to be a good magician's assistant, I need to keep practicing.
Lynette's not usually so forthcoming about what she likes. But this time, well, she's expressed it in more ways than one. I guess you've rubbed off on her too. Or maybe your cooking is simply too delicious to resist. The next time our paths cross in Fontaine, you'll have to fire up your cooking skills for my other siblings as well. How does that sound, oh great master chef? Oh yeah? Well then, I'll have to clear my schedule.
It's actually been a while since I've come up to Wangshu Inn just to actually see the scenery and how everything's changed. See a bunch of stuff in Chenyu Vale now. Where exactly is that spire? He'll find out later.
Calorie surplus detected. Digestion mode engaged. Yeah. Well, Lenny and I are usually careful about what we eat, because we have to stay in performance shape. That, plus it's generally bad manners to overindulge at the dinner table. But once in a while, it's nice to treat yourself in the company of family. Besides, if I'd waited until my brothers were finished trying to outpolite each other, the food would have gone cold.
So your friends like the dish, huh? Well done. Not bad at all for your first day on the job. There'll be more to come, so keep it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially received the recipe for the Palace Jewels. That also means we have another crab dish to look forward to once I have maxed out both crab roe and crabs. Well, the Palace Jewels should be easy enough to pick out of a lineup. Here it is. So, for this version, all we need are shrimp, 3 shrimp, 1 thing of crab roe, good, as expected, 1 snapdragon, and 1 salt. A deliciously fragrant Liyue dish. Shrimp meat, battered, is battered and cooked with rich crab roe. The roe is as radiant gold, while the shrimp sparkles like jade, hence the name, the Palace Jewels. Its effect, it increases all parties' max HP by 20 to 25% for 300 seconds. Interesting. So it doesn't make use of flour. Or an egg. So the flour and egg is just one of the 2 of the supplemental ingredients you use for the batter around the shrimp. But yeah, this is a good recipe. And the differences between the everyday recipe we see here and the recipe that shows the ingredients with the steps needed to cook the dish gives you actually a good idea of the process you would need to take if you wanted to make some of these recipes in real life, if you actually had the time and the relative ingredients. I'm not sure what the equivalent of Snapdragon is. Still, good stuff. He's really never gonna leave this kitchen, is he?
Morning. The boss tells me that both new and returning customers have nothing but good things to say about you. I have to admit, I was a little worried about throwing you right into the deep end, but it looks like you've got what it takes to handle the day-to-day here. So it should be plain sailing. Well, just as long as we don't run into any extremely picky customers with unreasonably specific requests.
Oh, have you had someone like that before?
Of course! The worst are those old scholars who have barely cooked a day in their life, but think reading a stack of books on the topic makes them the expert. They criticize you for no reason, claiming your cooking method isn't faithful to the original, or that the flavor profile isn't authentic because you used an ingredient that wasn't in their beloved centuries-old version of the recipe.
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment. Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please, as fast as you can serve them. The most expensive ones.
Farazan! Oops, Madam Farazan.
Oh my! Traveler, Paimon, whatever are you doing here?
We could ask you the same thing! Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing? And to order the most expensive things on the menu?
I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary scholars like myself are highly sought after by cruise operators in need of an onboard consultant as they travel the world. Madam Farazan, please, slow down. None of us slept last night. How come Madam Farazan still has so much energy? If she's really over 100 years old, I don't understand how she keeps going. It's all my fault. She's been like this ever since I told her I'd be paying the expenses.
Layla! And Dory? Huh. Never would have bet on this combination.
Temporary chef, huh? Wow. No rest for the wicked. Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties.
So, why are you all in Liyue again? Something about being an onboard consultant?
I got my hands on a new boat from Fontaine a while ago, equipped with cutting-edge navigation technology. If we manage to spread the word, it could have huge business potential. Right now, we're doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from Rito to Liyue Harbor. Next, we're planning to go to Dornman Port. Oh, Madam Farazan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the Sea of Clouds all of last night to put the system through some stress testing.
A mention of Dorman Port. That sounds like illegal overtime.
Overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. They're both here willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Let Paimon guess. Paying the expenses is part of the compensation, isn't it? No wonder Madame Farazan is going for all the most expensive dishes.
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like. Now, first up, we'll have the... Farazan, Madam Farazan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most expensive dishes on the menu, we must remember that most expensive does not always mean best. I've heard that the most expensive dishes in Liyue are usually either seafood-based or take an exceptionally long time to prepare. Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think I can so much as look at another piece of seafood again for at least the foreseeable future. Huh. That's actually a good point. Not to mention that poor Layla here looks like she's about to faint from hunger. Huh? Oh, that's not because of hunger. Surely the wise and virtuous Madame Farazan could not bear to watch her poor students sit here and waste away. Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but why do I feel like I'm being tricked? So, let's not order anything that'll take too long to prepare. Aside from that and seafood, we'll take whatever other expensive dishes you have. Over to you, traveler. No seafood and nothing that takes too long to cook. The rest is up to you. I had my eye on Adeptus Temptation, bamboo shoot soup, and golden shrimp balls. But I suppose they'll have to wait for the next time. But that could be years from now. Aww, Madame Farazan looks so deflated all of a sudden. Please still try to choose dishes on the expensive side, okay?
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire menu. Do these people get a kick out of being impossible to please?
Ugh, that Dory! Is she doing this on purpose?
I'd bet more that she is.
This isn't Liyue Pavilion or Chenyu Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients. We only get them in if someone puts in a special reservation.
Funny how I'm doing a cooking quest and the Raiden Shogun is trying to join my world.
Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients and we're on a time limit, there's only one way to bump up the price. And that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef's expertise and creativity to the fullest. As it happens, I know a recipe for something called trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen. One plate usually goes for 30,000 mora.
30,000? But if it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly makes it so special?
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife work and very precise control over the heat. You have to finely slice several different types of meat into fine threads, knead them together into strips, then gently stir-fry them in the pan. What you end up with is a whole variety of flavors that come through layer by layer. This dish is unique in offering a harmonious blend of multiple kinds of meat, all cooked to perfection, while still bursting with their own distinct flavors. Do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hands. But if you botch it, it's just a bunch of meat thrown on a plate.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! So this dish gets its value not from the ingredients, but the chef's expertise!
Now, don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for you. You just focus on bringing it all together.
Believe in yourself. You can do this! And if you mess it up, Paimon will still be happy to eat it.
Oh, this is a fascinating one. Trembling strings and rushing reeds. It requires ham, raw meat, fowl, and salt and pepper. Oh, this is gonna be a nice one. So if I'm understanding it correctly, it is the equivalent of turning small, actually rolling together small threads into a strong rope. Fascinating. A stir-fried dish made from a variety of meats that has layers, even entire floors of flavor. Simple ingredients, unique creativity, and an intricate cooking process make this an unparalleled delicacy, fit for any gourmet seeking the very finest of flavors. They say in Liyue that lutes have 5 strings and flutes have 7 apertures, and that this dish is correspondingly made with 5 meats and 7 side dishes. That said, it is doubtful that any chefs could make a dish as complicated as the story claims. Well, there are only 3 meats here. The other meats are bacon and smoked fowl. Oh, also the mystery meat, but Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be putting mystery meat from Sumeru snakes in Wangshu Inn dishes anytime soon. Without further ado, let's get cooking. Also, I just want to point out that this event is very well done, not just in the cooking aspect, but the details, the fact that we have seen, the characters that we've seen so far have actually had unique expressions that you don't normally see in other events, even the ones that had voice acting. And then there's the Traveler, who is actually holding a piece of paper. Not just miming it, actually holding it. Yes, I do appreciate these little details, no matter how small or flat they are. Prep the ham, raw meat, and fowl. The meat has been prepped. Now, if only that meat didn't somehow go into a bowl. And why are we just mixing it? Seasoned shredded meat. Perfection.
Food's ready. Please enjoy.
Ooh, smells delightful. Oh, we meant to ask, have you two eaten breakfast yet? If not, why don't you join us at the table?
Did Dory just offer us a free meal? When did she become so generous?
Let's not forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal. Come on, come on, come on, sit down and join us. Everyone, dig in. This dish looks simple enough, and I did my research, so surely it can't cost all that much. Worst case scenario, maybe 10,000 mora? This dish had better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, Traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Oh, so tired. So sleepy. I just want to eat up and get to bed.
Layla's the only one not scheming.
Is this foul? Oh, wait. No, the texture is more like shroom boar.
There's a different flavor in every bite. And the discerning palate might detect a hint of something smoked, too. Quite marvelous. How is this made?
Smokiness is from the ham. That was my addition.
Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere. Oh.
Haha! So you've noticed. Yep, every single strip is kneaded from from several different kinds of meat. Paimon and Yanxiao put in a lot of effort to make it just right.
So I'm not an expert or anything, but don't different meats have different cooking times? How is everything in this dish cooked to perfection?
Well, you see, that's a trade secret.
That's actually a good question. I know some special cooking techniques.
Wow. So this dish really is one of a kind. That makes the whole trip worth it. By the way, does this special dish have a name?
Ah, Paimon forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, alluding to the way that the different threads of meat are woven together, and also...
The complex layers of flavor, yes? Akin to the harmonies of a musical ensemble? The name, if I'm not mistaken, is a Liyue idiom that evokes a vigorous orchestral performance featuring both stringed and wind instruments playing together. Quite an apt name for this dish.
How did you know all that?
Every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate. Wait, is that not a requirement anymore?
Huh? Oh, that used to be a thing?
Oh, Paimon almost forgot that you're also from Haravatat.
So, anyway, how much does this dish cost?
Oh, don't worry, not too much. That'll be, 30,000 more, please and thank you.
30,000? About that, Paimon, traveler, I nearly invited you to join us at the table, did I not? I don't believe I committed to paying for you.
Oh, wow. Trying to back out now. But yeah, that Paimon smile, another good moment.
So, perhaps we could split the bill accordingly?
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true.
30,000 more surely isn't an outrageous amount for the magnanimous Lord Sangama Bay.
Yeah, as a famous merchant, you've got a reputation to uphold.
But every single mora matters, you know? Alright. I'll just consider that the cost of learning about this dish. Once I'm back in Sumeru, I'll be sure to find someone to help me recreate the dish. And then I'll make it all back.
I feel so much better now that I've gotten some food in me. Delicious food really does wonders for one's spirits. My advisor said that young people shouldn't stay cooped up in the academia all the time. They told me that I should take the chance to get out and see the stars in other skies. Maybe I can think of it as my first internship experience. But it sure is exhausting.
Now, how should I justify a high price tag for a dish without any fancy ingredients? Maybe start by giving it a fancy-sounding name?
By the way, that whole spiel about no seafood and not taking too long to cook. Be honest, you chose Wang Shuin to try to save money, didn't you?
I should have known you'd see through me. Everyone was exhausted and seasick when I made the offer last night, so I figured they probably wouldn't be able to eat all that much today. Well, you saw how that turned out. I tried placing some limitations on the order to keep costs under control, but you still found a way around my schemes. That's what I get for not thoroughly researching the market beforehand.
Hey, you're not even paying those too much of a salary. Just treat them fairly next time and don't be so stingy.
You're one to talk, Paimon. You freeload whenever you get the chance.
Well, yeah, but that's why Paimon's qualified to talk about this.
Now, how should I justify a high I tried.
Hey, you're not even paying those. Well.
Even though I didn't get to try Adeptus Temptation or Bamboo Shoot Soup, this trembling strings and rushing reeds was still quite impressive. Thank you for making it. Well, about that. Even though newfangled contraptions are hardly my cup of tea, Dory's offer was quite enticing. She said that every time we stopped at a new harbor, I'd be free to go and pick out some ancient books at the market and bring them back to Sumeru. I couldn't resist an offer like that. So I offered to join for the lowest possible pay to undercut all my Kasharawar competitors.
We're off to a good start this morning. Keep up the good work. I'm counting on you.
Alright, now we have the recipe for trembling strings and rushing weeds. Increases all party members' crit rate by 10 to 20% for 300 seconds. Alright, so it looks like they're just gonna come in sequence. Right after Fruity Duet and Fruity Smoothie. So, it requires raw meat, ham, 2 raw meat, 2 ham, 1 fowl, and pepper. No need for the salt. Well, the salt's implied. But the salt is explicit here, while the egg and flour are implied in the palace jewels. This is fascinating. I'm really getting into it. So we are currently at 8,860 crab roe. I just came short of 6 o'clock. So now we just gotta wait the whole day out.
Morning. Time to fire up the stove for another day of customers. Thanks again. Great work. Well, you're looking more like a head chef every day. Whatever crazy characters come walking through that door, I know you'll be able to handle them.
Wait, no! Every time you say something like that, you jinx it!
Hey, that's not true. Anyway, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh no.
Dude, what up, bro? I didn't know you were in Liyue too. It's always nice to run into a Brody and a Zoomin fellow. Wait, did I say that right?
Almost. I think you meant fellow Inazumin abroad, boss.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we gotta look out for each other when we're this far from home. Don't we, Ayato?
Oh, whoa, Checker! What are you doing here?
Huh?
Oh, hey, flying lavender melon! Of the sky-cleaving white iron variety. And my compadre, too! All my buddies in one place! God, today's my lucky day!
Didn't you say you were gonna knuckle down and earn some more when you got home? How come you're back in Liyue so soon?
That could wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Ito is available for hire, they'll be throwing Mora at me. Right now, I got a more urgent situation to attend to. I'm in the mood for some good, spicy food. Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot.
Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue. Naturally, I came here as soon as I could, but alas, it was too late.
What? You missed it? Aw, man, what a bummer!
Quite the bummer, indeed. Though all is not lost. Since you're here, you'll be able to tell me all about it.
Sure thing, my man. But let's catch up over some food, huh? Where's the chef, anyway? Hey, get the chef out here! I got compadres to feed!
I am the chef.
Yeah, sure, me too. Wait, what?
Wow, Bullchucker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
The main chef is another guy.
Good one, compadre. You almost got me there. All right, well, get the chef out here.
So, may I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend the Palace Jewels, a Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, or...
Boss, don't forget the budget.
Yeah, okay. Got anything a little more, down to earth?
Down to earth? Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the portion size either. That'd be the best value for your Mora.
Humbly enough, huh? Oh, sounds like my kind of grub. We'll take that. No need for anything fancy. We're all friends here.
Excellent choice, Ito. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes a bro just knows,
A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows. Bros don't suppose, 'cause bros just knows.
Is this for real? Oh, whatever. Paimon's leaving you guys to it.
Seriously, if I'd blinked, I would have missed it. Crimson Staff just launched itself at Bloom Pruner and sent it flying.
I'd expect no less of the bona fide Beetle Battle King himself. It sounds like a truly epoch-defining duel.
Where'd Shinobu go? Oh, there she is.
The air was getting stifling, so I made some excuses and slipped away. Anyway, thanks for taking the hint earlier. I'll fill you in later.
Gotta say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't think we'll have any problems with this order.
Actually, why is it called humbly enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's experience, one humble dish is never enough.
I said it was hearty, but I never said it contained meat. Don't be fooled by the appearance. It's actually just tofu, made to look and taste like meat.
Wait, tofu's made of beans, isn't it? Oh, Bullchucker can't eat that. Guess we should get them to pick something else instead.
What's the issue? I think I caught the word tofu.
Wait, what are you doing? The kitchen is staff members only. Never mind. I'll let it slide. Ma'am, could you possibly ask your boss to order something else instead?
No one gets my bro Ayato like I do. I hereby declare that humbly enough
will be an everlasting symbol of our friendship, or my name ain't Aratakito! Hey, where's our food at? Hurry up, I'm almost done recounting the epic adventures of Crimson Staff.
Well, so much for that plan.
As you can see, changing the order may be a little difficult.
Oh, brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the tofu than eat his words.
We're locked in now. We gotta cook that dish.
Sounds good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest by ear.
Oh boy. We will now be cooking, humbly enough, which uses tofu, Drayun chilies, flour, sugar, and salt. A fragrant and nostalgic Liyue-style dish. One's #1 choice for a hearty tucking in. The dish requires one to craft the colors and aromas of meat from tofu, which demands much of the chef's seasoning skills. Word has it that this dish was designed for those with older folks with weakened teeth. Perhaps it is also a chef's duty to ensure that all people can enjoy good food. Prep the tofu and Drayun chili. Chopped tofu and diced chilies. Time to mix. Prepare the diced Drayun chili, sugar, etc., and mix the sauce. Okay, so we actually mix Drayun chili, sugar, and possibly the salt into a sauce. Nice. Next, cooking. Add the ingredients and cook humbly enough. Yes, this'll work.
Food's here!
Oh, so this is humbly enough. You guys don't mess around. Woo! Love me that portion size. Come on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right in.
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to let the guests eat first.
Polite? Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style. Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, I get it. The food smells so dang good, now everyone's dying to go first. Well, guess I only got my own good taste to blame. Go on, dive in. I'll wait till last.
They're trying very hard to keep you alive.
I see.
Finally, it's my turn. Woo-hoo! I spy a big chunk of deliciousness with my name on it.
Wait! Don't!
Huh? Wait, what is it now?
You got this, Paimon. You know the drill.
Okay, here goes. Anyway, so, Paimon forgot to tell you the really cool origin story of this dish.
Origin story? Dude, who cares where it came from? We all know where it's going. Am I right? Down the gullet!
Skipping the origin story is like going traveling without a tour guide. Trust Paimon, you get way more out of the experience after you hear it.
Paimon makes an astute observation. Much as every tea must be appreciated on its own terms, is it not a waste of the chef's goodwill to sample a dish without hearing its tale?
My compadre's goodwill, huh? Oh, can't have that going to waste. All right then, give me the full story. I'm all ears.
That's more like it. Let's start with the ingredients. Actually, no. Let's start with the story of Wang Xuan, which starts with the history of Dihua Marsh.
Now's our chance, traveler.
Man, the tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past had it pretty rough. Makes you appreciate what you got. Humbly enough, yeah, that's a good way to think about life.
Darn, there's no sad way to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic? Well, good news is there's only a little bit left.
Oh, compadre, Shinobu, have you been eating this whole time? Save me some dregs, why don't ya? That's it, I'm done waiting. It's my turn to eat.
Wait, boss, that's made of...
One moment, Ito. I have a small request, if you would be so kind as to consider it. I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me. They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be devastated to learn that they missed out on this opportunity. However, if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of Humbly Enough back to them, I'm sure it will help to lift their spirits.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of the grilled fish while we were waiting for the main course. Including mine and Ayato's.
Huh? Oh, those were for you guys? Ah, dang it! I got too carried away telling that story, didn't I? In that case, pass my regards to your fan, bro. El Chefe, can we get the rest of this to go?
Count Crushmore. Instant kill. I never knew there were so many elite beetle fighters in Liyue. Can you imagine? That would be tardiness of the most unfashionable variety. No, in truth, this trip is part business, part leisure. Every visitor has their own agenda. For some, the festivities are all the more reason to visit. For others, all the more reason to avoid the crowds. In any case, one way or another, I seem to have ended up in the right place at the right time. Now, as for the leftover tofu... Yes, I'm sure Toma will dispose of it as he sees fit.
I have to get back to the docks as soon as this meal is done. Well, thing is...
I can explain. Boss recently found work as a sailor, which allowed him to hitch a ride here. After the ship docked, he had some free time to do as he pleases. He's been using that time to hang out with Grandmaster Hanakato.
Just because he's here already! No other reason!
Looks like that's all sorted. All right. Take some time to collect yourself. The next big group is coming in.
Alright. Let's check the recipe for Humbly Enough. Another 3-star recipe. Restores 26 to 30% of max HP to the selected character and regenerates 450 to 790 HP every 5 seconds for the next 30 seconds. Uses tofu, Drain chilling, flour, and sugar. The salt is implied again. Again? Oh wait, I'm just not... It's not 24 hours passing, it's just that I start at 6 and I just move so fast, so I just have to go through the whole day. I'm just using 13 minutes of every day.
How time flies. My burns are almost healed now, so I should be ready to take back the kitchen tomorrow. You've really gone above and beyond these past few days. Last day today. Here's hoping we get through it without incident.
Why does Paimon feel like you just jinxed us again? We made it all the way to the evening. It ended up being a pretty smooth day after all. Maybe it's because we've gotten so experienced at running this whole thing. We've come a long way since our first day on the job, haven't we? Back then, we were struggling to remember who ordered what. But everything's a piece of cake now.
And now she's the one who jinxed us.
Yeah, but who would come by this late in the evening? Actually, now that Paimon thinks of it, Lenny and his siblings came around about this time the first day, didn't they?
Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you two here.
Amber? And Eula and Mika too! Are you here for dinner? Why so late in the day?
We just finished an escort mission for a merchant caravan. The original plan was to make do with some rations for this evening and continue our trek north towards Stonegate. But Captain Eula brought up the fact that none of us have eaten Liyue cuisine for quite some time. We thought we might as well swing by the inn and see if we can still order something.
Ooh, so this is Eula's treat, huh?
We've been eating the same rations for the entire trip, so I simply thought it was high time we had ourselves a proper meal. Do you have a problem with that? Good question. What should we get? Wait a sec. Where are you taking our order?
The Traveler's been filling in for the chef here. You came at just the right time. You'll be the last customers to enjoy her cooking before the original chef takes back the reins.
Wow, really? Good thing Eula suggested we come here. I wouldn't want to miss this. So, what shall we get? I'm not as familiar with Liyue cuisine as I used to be. Mika, Eula, what are you in the mood for?
Anything goes. I'm just looking forward to trying the honorary knight's cooking for myself. I'm sure it'll be a great learning opportunity for me.
Something small, I suppose. We have to hit the road again after we eat. Beyond that, anything goes.
Wasn't it your idea to come here, though? Yeesh, this is like getting blood from a stone. All right, guess it's up to you, Amber. You name it, we'll cook it.
Huh? Then I guess... I don't really mind either. Anything goes.
Ah, jeez.
I'm sorry. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, I could pick from the menu at random, but I'd feel more comfortable leaving the chef to choose.
Oh, one thing. I know I said I don't mind what we have, but no alcohol, please. Neither of them can drink. It's a real pity.
I've still got some sparkling water here.
I'm sorry, but did the voice actor for Mika change at some point? Something sounds different.
Anything goes, huh? Oh dear. This is a chef's worst nightmare. With no idea of your customers' palates, you're left to make a wild guess. Still, now that you've worked in the kitchen for so many days, I have faith that you'll be able to figure it out. Go on, show them what you've got.
Wait, what? I'm literally cooking anything goes. Anything goes, made with ham, bamboo shoots, egg, flour, and snapdragon. So there's gonna be a batter, obviously. A simple dish filled with rich flavors straight from the wok. Made from stir-fried ham, bird eggs, rice, and all manner of other ingredients. They say that the myriad recipes for fried rice have resulted in it being considered the first choice of those who don't know what to eat at the moment. Of note is the fact that this simple dish is in truth quite the comprehensive test of a chef's abilities. Only skill and will, they say, will get you a dish that brings back memories of home. Alright, let's see what we got. Prep the ham, bamboo shoots, and snapdragon. Mix the eggs. And cook. This is fine.
This is delicious. Perfectly seasoned, and even the rice is bursting with flavor.
Nothing like a piping hot meal served straight from the stove. I've missed this.
You've put the finest Favonian field rations to shame, and that's no mean feat. So, tell us, traveler, what's this one called?
It's called... Paimon's guessing we can't just call it anything goes, right? Oh, hell, Paimon doesn't know how to explain this dish at all. It's got no name, it's just basic ingredients simply cooked.
Basic ingredients? Simply cooked? Really? I could have sworn that you put something fancy in here, or gave it some kind of chef's magic touch.
This isn't the finest dish in the world, but it's the one you need right now.
Not the finest dish in the world, but the one they need right now. Okay, you've lost Paimon. What do you mean?
You've been on the road for a long time, and you've only been eating field rations the entire time.
So you mean we only think this is delicious because we're so hungry? There's got to be more to it than that.
Perhaps the fact that the aroma of freshly cooked hot food is a welcome change from cold, pre-prepared rations.
Oh, kinda like the feeling of waking up to the smell of freshly baked bread in the morning? Huh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's almost like we're back at Good Hunter again.
But Good Hunter's in Mondstadt. Why make a point of trying Liyue cuisine if you can't even taste the difference?
Oh, I'm not talking about the taste. I just meant the feeling of comfort, you know? It's like the feeling of coming home.
Comfort. Coming home. Well, Yanxiao did say we want to make our guests feel right at home.
What makes a tasty dish is highly subjective. But a chef caters to all comers. Gotta put ourselves in their shoes. And that's a chef's passion for putting smiles on customers' faces.
So in other words, the secret ingredient is passion?
Despite how terribly cliched that sounds, I'll admit that it holds true for this meal. Well played. Mark my words, I'll remember this recipe.
Okay, but you can't really have a recipe without a name though, right? Have we come up with a name for this dish yet?
I haven't really thought that far. Do you have any ideas?
How about right at home?
The rations we brought were adapted from my signature moon pies. To come up with something even tastier, I gotta hand it to you. You did a great job. Still, please do drop by and try a few Stormcrest pies next time you're in town. I insist.
Sorry. I zoned out just now. Didn't see you coming. Yeah, that food you cooked for us just now? It reminded me of the meals my grandfather used to make for me. I thought I'd forgotten how they tasted, but it all came rushing back. He used to make Liyue dishes all the time. I'd do my outrider training with him until the evening, then wait patiently at the dinner table. I'd sit there with the smell of delicious food wafting in from the kitchen, waiting for him to finally emerge with the goods. Sometimes we'd have Eula around for dinner, and even though she'd always find something to complain about, I could tell she really enjoyed the food. Your words, not mine. Don't ask her about it. She'll only give you another earful.
Back when I was on the expedition with the Grand Master, I was often put in charge of cooking. Under the circumstances, I could only cook some pretty crude meals. But everyone still enjoyed them a lot. Maybe passion was the secret ingredient then too.
There you are. Thank you for all of your hard work over the past few days. Straight down to brass tacks, are we? Here, take it. I've thrown in a little extra as well. Call it a bonus. Hard work is rewarded here.
Yay! It's like all the tiredness and stress have suddenly melted away.
I'm just lucky you only worked on this job for a few days. At the rate you were progressing, a few more weeks and I think I might be made redundant. Anytime. Bring some friends with you next time, and I'll show you all what Smiley Yanxiao can do when working with both hands intact.
Great! Although, just to be on the safe side, cook carefully in the meantime. You may have just jinxed it again.
And now we have Right at Home, which increases all party members' defense by 165 to 235 for 300 seconds. A staple dish made by frying ham, bird eggs, and other ingredients with rice. The wide choice of constituent ingredients that may be chosen, and different ways of cooking make it a welcome dish in almost every house in Liyue. And we just made it ourselves. 2 things of rice, 2 pieces of ham, an egg, and a bamboo shoot. So, when we were actually cooking it, the rice was implied. Interesting. This was a very informative event. I'm thoroughly satisfied with it. Our next event will be Journey Through Hilinigmatic Terrain. But first, we are going to take a quick 10-minute break. So, you know the drill. Get up, stretch, get something to eat, drink, do what you gotta do, and I will see you in 10 minutes. And we are back playing Genshin Impact version 4.4. Starting Journey Through Hilinigmatic Terrain. We're still at 10 days until Genshin Impact version 4.5 maintenance. And I have seen the live stream. And I am really looking forward to not only the alchemy event, but the numerous quality of life improvements we'll be getting in that version, including the new wish banner. So, without further ado, let us continue with the next event. And afterwards, if we can actually finish this event in one sitting, we'll also be doing Spiral Abyss again, because that just reset yesterday. Inimomo Movo Muhe Yo-Yo. I really hope that YouTube's content review system does not think I'm saying something unspeakable as I'm reading this Hilichurlian. Okay. So we got 2 things that unlock in less than 2 days, and another within the next 4 days. Okay. The Eye of Upano takes the shape of a floating mask and comes from moving components of the strange Samachurl statues. It can remotely transmit images of what it is seeing back. The Eye of Upano can bind itself to a targeted Hilichurl or Animo slime and move along with them while remaining undetected. However, Samachurls seem capable of seeing through this disguise. The Eye of Upano can affect certain objects from a certain range, such as Sunsetias, yeah, smoke launchers, hydro ambers, and bonfires. Use this ability well to access the deepest parts of the camp more easily. Okay, so from what it's saying, it looks like an infiltration mission. For some unknown reason, all Samachurls are capable of detecting the Eye of Upano and chasing it far away. As such, you must avoid their line of sight. Use smoke launchers to block their line of sight. Use the Eye of Upano to infiltrate the Hilichurl camps and search for the target in the deepest reaches and search for similar strange Samachurl statues. You may be able to find key clues this way. So I guess there's no actual cutscene with this, we just go for it. You know, before we do this, I just want to check something. Because it has been... Yeah, I think it's actually almost been a year since I have last fought the electrohypostasis. I don't think I even came to fight it after Dendro released.
Stabilize!
Yeah, grow, grow, grow! Yeah! Let's play turn a little. Yeah! Yeah!
Gather!
Grow, grow, grow! Yeah!
Huh. Yeah, this isn't working.
Solidify!
Yeah! Commit it to memory.
Okay, yeah, so Chenyu is still the best to go after this thing.
Order guide you.
Let my name echo in song!
This may hurt a little. Yeah, commit it to memory.
That took longer than I expected. So it's best to take out the electrohypostasis with cryo still.
Squall Fury.
Quit following me. Quit following me.
Behold. Yeah. Squall Fury.
The wind rises.
Shine down!
All right, let's do this. The pile could affect certain objects. Alright, this might be a challenge. There it is. right! Oh, that was pretty good. Huh? A duel? Interesting. So it's more than just infiltration. On your first visit to the domain, the master lurking within turned out to be an unusually large Samachurl, which Paimon has taken the liberty of naming the mystifying Megachurl. Your intrusion seems to have upset it greatly, and battle is unavoidable. A sextuple-sized Sunsetia crisis is inbound. You dare challenge me in the ways of Sunsetia? You will pay dearly for this transgression. The mystifying Megachurl will use a sextuple-sized Sunsetia to attack in battle. However, after you use a normal attack, you use normal attacks or charge attacks to burst these large fruits. Juice will be left on the ground, and this juice can be used to cause the mystifying Megachurl to slip and fall. Nice touch.
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered.
Roll. Make yourselves a move.
Now you shall perish.
I will have order.
Torn to oblivion. There is no escape.
Time to shine. Commit it to memory. This was unwise.
This is order.
Illusion shattered.
Strike a pose.
Now you shall.
Defeat the mystifying Megachurl. Cause the mystifying Megachurl to slip on Sunsetia juice. Complete challenge within 120 seconds. It's like this challenge was made for me. Let the games begin. Simple enough. Gotta catch him at just the right time. Come on, come on. Ah. Almost. I'm just gonna risk it. Yeah, this works. All right. Made it. Ninimovo Mimitomo. It's been a while since we've gotten another Hilichurl event, hasn't it? Domuidala. According to observations, this Samachurl occupied place bears many similarities to the Divine Ingenuity domain. Perhaps that Samachurl had found its way in by mistake before discovering a way to use the domain's power. Speaking of which, you can't help but feel sorry for this Samachurl, in here all alone with nothing but countless cabbages to keep it company, while the other Hilichurls revel outside. I'm sorry, what? The mystifying Megachurl will summon plummeting cabbages to strike its foes. However, normal attacks or charged attacks can be used to deflect the cabbages back at it and knock it down. Are you kidding me?
Shine down. Committed to memory. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song.
Order guide you.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
What just happened?
This is order.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Shine down. Time to shine. Grow, grow, grow.
Order guide you.
Torn to oblivion.
Ha! Illusion shattered!
Strike a pose!
Alright. Wait. That attempt was no good. It has to be under 2 minutes.
I will have order.
Now you shall perish! Ha! Shine down!
This is order.
There is no escape!
Stabilize.
Alright, less than 60 seconds. Much better. And now we have to wait 2 days. And then end up another 4 days. Last on the list is Spiral Abyss. And we can always choose another story quest too if we have time. But what will we be facing today? Blessing of the Abyssal Moon. Plummeting Moon. After the active character's plunging attack hits opponents, unleash a shockwave at the character's position, dealing true damage to nearby opponents. One such shockwave can be unleashed every 2 seconds. Okay, so it's still Ruined Serpent, Setekwenut, and Aeon Blight at the end. So, humans and mechs, slimes, mechs, and humans, and mimics and cherubs. So with the mimics, that obviously means I can't use a Hydro character in Team 1. The other one is slimes, humans, mechs, and crabs. Humans and mechs. Humans, mechs, and hilichurls. Okay. This should work. Let's get started.
Solidify!
Illusion shattered! I see everything! Yeah. Motion to compel! Yeah.
The wrong test subject. Pick the wrong test subject. The wrong test subject. To the very
Shine down!
finally.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Let's get down
One
to
with
business.
nature.
Cascade.
To the very finally. Another test subject. That tingle?
Cut to the chase!
Into the wind.
Attack!
The
Coming
wrong
at ya!
test subject.
Gotta love the gunbrella.
Gather.
Everyone hold hands! Illusion shattered! Boom boom! Wrap up the flame! I see everything! Incinerate!
Another test subject.
Everyone hold hands!
Solidify. Freeze.
The wind knows me.
Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
Nowhere to hide!
Into the wind.
Another.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with nature.
The wrong test subject.
Watch out! Coming at ya!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Watch out!
Stabilize.
Everyone hold hands! Boom boom! I see everything! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Her Majesty's gifts to ice and snow. Motion to come.
Pay your dues.
Incoming! Hey! With sword comes shadow! Watch out! Watch out! Proper send down! From Christina with love!
One with nature.
Watch out!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Cut to the chase! Watch out!
Alright, next is humans and mechs. Pure mechs. Spectres and fungi. Baptismal bishops. Humans and ruin graders. Okay. let the games begin.
One with nature.
Still.
Watch out!
Let's move.
A proper send-down! From the spear.
Shouldn't get careless.
Into the wind.
With sword comes shadow.
Beautiful.
Gather!
Shower me with
Order guide you.
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
The wind knows me.
Don't blink! Huh? Coming at ya!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds.
Watch out! Speed of light! Hey there!
Cascade.
Don't blink!
The wind knows me.
Proper send-down! Cut to the chase!
Solidify! I will have order.
Yoo-hoo! Shine down! Now you shall perish!
And I bumped myself right out.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
The depths back.
Hey there! Coming at ya!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Fire! Well, with rocks. Roll!
Illusion shattered!
Hey!
This is order.
There is no escape!
Let the world come alive! Committed to memory. Yeah!
Alright, next up is Hilichurls and Slimes, Bishops, and next is Slimes and Abyss Mages. Then we've got Ruin Drakes and Humans. Since I finally built Navi, I find myself using Geo a lot more, you know, other than Zhongli.
I will have order.
Illusion shattered!
Everyone hold hands!
Strike a pop!
There is no escape!
This is order.
I see everything!
Illusion shattered!
That went well.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call into the wind.
Don't blink! Hey! Coming at ya! Watch out! Fire! Well,
The wind knows me.
Oh wow, only 2%. And now everything pours into my inbox.
everyone hold hands! Shower me with credit!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Hey!
I will have order.
Yoo-hoo!
Torn to oblivion!
Order guide you.
Let's make her a little.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Speed of light!
One with nature. It's fine.
Incoming! Nowhere to hide! Coming at ya! Where'd that come from?
It's always fun when you get frozen the very moment you use Chihayaburu with Kazuha, and then you just leap 50 feet in the air. You're trying to do a plunging attack, but you remember, wait, I gotta unfreeze myself first. Otherwise, I'll keep rising. One of these days I really am just gonna let myself rise, see how high I actually go. Do I hit a ceiling or what?
Stabilize.
Everyone hold hands!
There is no escape!
Strike a pose! I see everything!
Now you shall perish! Ha! Shot!
Into the
Another
wind.
test subject.
Speed of light!
Fallen leaves. Adorn. Mind the deluge.
Coming at ya! Hey there! Attack! That's the way!
The wrong test subject.
Hey there! Attack!
One with nature.
Cut to the chase! Don't blink!
The wrong test subject.
Hey there! Fire!
Test subject.
The wind knows me.
Adepts beckon.
Clouds high. The birds.
With sword in the shadow!
Pick the wrong test subject.
Wind strider.
Fire! Well, with rocks. Coming at ya! Hiya! Ha! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Out of my sight! Watch out! Body belongs to ice. I heard you. Cut to the chase! Hey there! Fire! Well,
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Cascade.
Her Majesty's
wind
power
strider.
flows through me! Hey there! Ha-ha! Coming at ya!
And we're at floor 12. Unfortunately, Farina won't save me against an Eon Blight. Maybe. Let's try. What have we got to lose?
Into the wind.
Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
Mind the deluge.
Clouds high.
The birds call!
The wind knows me.
Watch out! Fire! Well, with rocks. Watch out! Hiya! Hey there!
Into the wind.
Speed of light! Hey! Attack! Hey there! Cut to the chase!
Be still.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with nature.
Watch out! A proper send-off! From the Spina with love.
Into the wind.
Incoming! Nowhere to hide. Watch out! Coming at ya!
One with nature. Clouds high.
The birds...
Hey! Hey there! Hiya! Attack! That's the way. Sorry, partner.
Ah, man. Okay.
Into the wind.
Kamisato Arc. Suiyu.
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my...
Hey there! Hey there! Attack! That's the way. Hey there! Cut to the chase.
The wind knows me.
Cascade.
Hey there!
Into the wind.
A proper send-off! From the speed coming at ya!
One with nature.
Speed of light! Don't blink!
Clouds high.
The birds call!
Nowhere to hide!
The wind knows me.
Watch out! Fire! Well, with rocks. Watch out!
Into the wind.
Coming at ya! Speed of light!
Mind the deluge.
The wind knows me.
Attack! That's the way. Hey there!
One with nature. Fallen leaves.
Adorn! Cut to the chase! Don't blink!
Okay.
Gather.
Shower me with praise! There is
is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
I will have order.
Shine down!
Grow, grow, grow!
Solidify!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Let my name echo in song!
Crumble! Order guide you!
Commit to memory!
Illusion shattered!
Your journey ends
Some target practice.
Incoming!
Ready to storm!
Cascade!
Coming at ya!
Where do you think you're going?
Nowhere to hide.
Attack!
Pound into the ground!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Be still.
Watch out! Watch out!
One with nature.
The depths back.
Hey there! A proper send-off from Messina with love. Hey there!
Golden slumber.
Goodbye. Careful, will
Coming with her toes.
dance with me!
Heavy. Fallen leaves. Adorn
The
my
show's
night.
only just
Speed of light!
begun.
Coming at ya! Fire! Well, with frost. Watch out! Haha! Incoming!
Into the wind.
Not done yet!
Bloom is a
Coming at ya!
ways at long last.
Hiya!
Cascade.
Speed of light!
Shine down!
Hey!
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
Strike a pose!
I will have order.
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
This way, prelude! Let the world collide!
Rise!
Commit to memory! Yeah!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
This is order.
Quake!
There is no escape!
I see everything! Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah, I actually need the extra HP this time.
The wind knows me. Be still. Mind the deluge.
One with nature.
Watch out! Hiya! Watch out! Watch out!
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Fire! Well, with rocks. Nowhere to hide.
One with nature.
Watch out!
Cascade.
Hey! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Hey there! Cut to the chase.
One with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Coming at ya! A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
Coming at ya!
One with nature. Fallen leaves adorn my nut.
Stabilize.
Grow.
Shine down.
Shower me with praise.
Order guide you.
Oh, wait! Karina can reach it!
Strike a pose. Everyone hold hands. Yeah. Make yourselves at home. I see everything.
Now you shall perish.
Everyone hold hands.
I will have order.
Let my name echo in song.
Illusion shattered. Shine down.
Solidify.
Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
Time to shine. The Temple of Wisdom.
This is order.
Now you shall perish.
Alright. Spiral Abyss is out of the way, and I came close to actually 3-starring 12-3. I might actually work on that. No pulls for this round of banners. I am waiting for version 4.5 before I start wishing again. It's gonna be interesting trying out that new banner. Well, this is all I have for today. In a few more days, we'll be finishing the last of this Hilichurl event once it's been unlocked. Thank you so much to everyone who came to watch the stream today, and those who come to watch the playback later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you will be notified of the next Genshin Impact stream. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Ah yes, there is one more game that I will be playing that isn't in the timers just yet. The name of the game is Another Crab's Treasure. I've read a bit about it, and I've actually seen the trailer in the last Nintendo Direct Partnership Showcase, and it actually grabbed my attention. So I am really looking forward to playing that game once it arrives on console, and I hope to see you there when I play it too. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.